Cinemassacre's Monster Madness.
We just covered the classic Gamera series, but there's more. We can't go too in-depth because that would be almost half the month. We have more monster series to get to, so we gotta move on. So let's finish off with a quick look at the newer generation of Gamera films. In 1995, the same year Godzilla was beginning to take a brief hiatus after Godzilla vs. Destoroyah, Gamera picked up the slack with a revival trilogy. The first was Gamera Guardian of the Universe. This was a kind of Gamera film we've never seen before. It was more serious and darker in tone. It also marked the return of Gauss. Some of the compositing effects are kind of crappy, but all the miniatures are very impressive. Look at the detail here. It's amazing. I now know firsthand how difficult miniatures are to shoot and what a dying art they are. It proves Gamera's potential as a monster series that packs a real punch. In 1996 came Gamera 2, The Advent of Legion. The effects got even more ambitious with lots of moving shots. Not to mention, it totally ups the destruction level. Damn. What sticks out to me the most with this film is the monster. Legion may be the most complex creature in the whole series. Who designs a monster like that and expects it to work? Well, it did. It worked well. Keep in mind, this is not CG. There's actually people inside that thing. Gamera has really met his match this time. In 1999, Gamera 3, The Awakening of Iris, closed out the trilogy. As far as effects go, holy CG. Some of the effects look like cutscenes from a video game. I can't even tell what I'm looking at. But many of the effects look great. Gamera looks more badass than ever, and there's lots of low-angle shots emphasizing how big and menacing he is. Overall, it's shot very well. The one thing I really don't like is all the digital shaking of the camera. They use this effect all throughout the movie. It goes way too far. Gamera's first enemies are a bunch of members of the Gauss species, but that's only part of it. The plot centers around a girl whose family was killed by Gamera, so she's on a quest for revenge. It's a good change of pace to have someone who hates Gamera instead of a young boy who's obsessively in love with him. She finds an egg that hatches a weird monster. When I say weird, that goes for every monster in the series, but this one is really weird. It turns people in a village into horrific corpses. Then it grows into its full form, which is a pretty interesting looking monster to say the least. The girl develops some kind of mythical bond with Iris as he fights against Gamera. The fight scenes aren't as awesome as with Legion, but it's still pretty good. I wish these movies would have came out in theaters here in the US instead of the 1998 giant lizard movie from TriStar that happened to be named Godzilla. It was the one time when Gamera was truly on top. At last, in 2006, there was Gamera the Brave. This one was another reboot. It does the unthinkable. It kills off Gamera in the first 3 minutes. The rest of the film centers around Gamera's son named Toto. He's discovered by a young boy when he's only a baby turtle. Seeing a giant turtle flying around is strange, but a tiny, realistic-looking turtle is somehow even stranger. He watches the turtle grow up until he eventually becomes Gamera size. He doesn't look mean and badass like the old Gamera. This one is cute, sort of like what they did with Godzilla's son. The monster named Zetus appears. It's not that unique of a monster, just a lizard that jumps around with a spear tongue, but the suit is really well done. In fact, all the effects in this film are top-notch. It's not as dark as the 90s trilogy. It's kind of a throwback to the generally lighter tone of the original series, but with better child actors who do more than just yell Gamera all the time. The best way I can describe this movie, it's the most mainstream of all the Gamera films. It's more kid-friendly, and it goes for that cute, heartwarming feel. There were never any sequels. This is a standalone film, the only Gamera movie of the millennium so far. But then again, it's not Gamera, it's Toto. When will we see another Gamera film, and will we ever see Godzilla vs. Gamera? Only time will tell. That's it. Tomorrow we start a new monster series, A True Terror from Space. For now, say goodbye to Gamera.